Hey everybody, welcome to a Workflow of the Week or WoW update. So what we're talking about today is where we're at in ModTech's latest update. So as the big parts that we're moving forward to is adding in an agentistic system, and on top of that also putting in a nodal based processing system. So we already have a processing system in the back end. Why would I go ahead and do all of these really big updates when I could just stick it on top? Well, the big problem that we were running into as going towards being able to make this easier for our clients to deploy, and then on top of that, adding in some more advanced features like MCP, which is Model Context Protocol, we were wholly inadequate. We were doing our own tokens when it came to people logging in. And all of these things were great when we managed it on our infrastructure. But as we started to go ahead and put these onto other clients' infrastructure, and on top of that, as many of you may remember, we did that entire project with Dell where we go ahead and built an entire server that people could go and launch. The big problem became it was hours and hours and hours of setup. And there's also a whole bunch of maintenance that came along with that. So what we did is we made it a lot easier with something like keycloak to go ahead and manage all of the login capabilities, and it could also hook into other people's already done systems, so it can hook into your previous API that has all of these systems, and go ahead and make sure that when people log in, it uses the same login features and things like that, and all updates at the same time. But it's extremely safe on top of that. But we didn't do more esoteric things or more advanced things that we could do because we have it in our cloud infrastructure, because we want to be able to make sure the same thing that our clients use, we use. And so we went with a much safer, much more realistic approach that our clients will be able to go ahead and deploy on their own systems, because many of them don't have DevOps. I mean, the major studios that we work with do, but the medium-sized studios, that's a huge outpouring of resources, and that's not something that many of them actually have access to. So we did something a little bit more simple where we have out in front your Apache server, and then you have a DMZ server system, and then deeper on inside we have processing nodes, which means that they can actually focus on the parts that they need to do most, which is processing assets. So as part of us doing the updates, all of these wonderful features get easily bundled together. One-click install processes with minor updates to go ahead and make sure that theming and all of that is correct, so that way you can have a themed portal when you sign in. So it's not mod themed, it's your company themed. And so all of those will continue moving forward. So where we're at is the APIs have gone ahead and done all of their updates, and we're just finalizing the user access control so that people at certain levels have the correct permissions that they're supposed to. Everybody, go to modtechlabs.com, sign up for one of our wonderful accounts, and of course, subscribe here and like if you do.